From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSPTV and the Standard Speaker.
It's a scary fact. Millions of children across the entire country overweight or obese. And along with the psychological effects comes health problems like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and elevated blood cholesterol levels. The month of September is dedicated to bringing awareness to childhood obesity. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jasmine Brooks. Well, the month of September is National Childhood Obesity Month. Obesity rates in our country have soared over the past 4 decades, and the rates have drastically affected our youth. More than 23 million children and teens in the United States ages 2 to 19 overweight or obese. The Hazleton YMCA tries to be a leader in youth development and healthy living and wants to help families in the Hazleton area understand the risks of childhood obesity. Risks that previously weren't seen until adulthood: high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and elevated blood cholesterol levels, to name a few. And don't forget the psychological effects obese children are more prone to, like low self-esteem, negative body image, and depression.
The Y believes that improving children's physical activity, and allowing them to play is an important factor in their health. And the Y would like to remind parents of the importance of incorporating healthy eating habits and regular physical activity into their children's lifestyles.
From swim teams to basketball, the Y is offering children and teens a variety of activities to keep them active. The newest edition, called Exerzone. Every Friday during the school year, the Y invites teens and youths to stop by and check out this exciting new addition. The Exerzone is open to children from ages 7 to 17. The Exerzone is open Fridays from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Members pay just $1, non-members $5. The Y offers opportunities every day to change the trend of childhood obesity. Well, tuna fish, it's generally considered to be a healthy food, rich in omega-3 fatty acids. But parents should know a new report says kids should only eat light tuna once or twice a month to keep the mercury intake at a safe level. It's the first report ever on testing for mercury in tuna sold to schools. The author of the report, Dr. Edward Groth, who analyzed 59 tuna samples from around the country, including a few school districts. His recommendations: kids under 55 pounds eat light tuna just once a month, and children over 55 pounds just 2 times every single month. It's the only event that brings together those who are directly affected by obesity. The Walk from Obesity. It's the key drawing to getting attention on obesity and the need for treatment and prevention efforts. It's also a fun way to exercise and raise money for a worthwhile cause, and it's coming to the Hazleton area this weekend. I spoke with Brenda Durr earlier today all about this awesome event. The Hazleton General Hospital, in coordination with the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center, is inviting you to come take a nice walk, and it's all to basically walk from obesity. And I am here for the first time at the Wellness Trail. It's absolutely beautiful. Joining me now is Brenda Durr. And Brenda, you are actually behind this whole walk from obesity that's coming up on Saturday. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Okay, this is in the Hazleton, Pennsylvania. This will be our 9th walk from obesity. We are inviting members in the community to come out. It's to support the cause, and it's all the money that we raise is to go into the research for the morbidly obese. The walk will be starting at there's a 9 a.m. registration day of walk. The walk will officially begin at 10 o'clock. And we are going to be walking around the Wellness Trail here at the Wellness Center.
This Wellness Trail is beautiful. I mean, there's a fountain and trees and flowers and wildlife. It's gorgeous. So tell me a little bit about why people should come out and do this.
Okay, we are asking for local supporters and now to come out. Like I said, the money goes back into the research of the morbidly obese, and I just want to share, in the state of Pennsylvania for the fall walks, we are one of 4 walks in the state for the fall, which is really a wonderful thing to have here. So we're asking everyone to come out and support us, and we would appreciate that very much.
Now, you encourage everybody to show up at 9 to register, but they can also do that from the convenience of their own home on the computer.
Right. Let me explain that a little bit further. What you can do is you could log on to walkfromobesity.com, and up until this coming Friday, September 21st, up until midnight, you can do an online registration, which is $25. And also, I do want to share, with online registration and day of registration, you will also receive a t-shirt.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, and so again, 9 years going strong, so obviously you're doing something right.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I just want to share one other thing, if I could add, this year, which we are doing with the walk. Any parent that registers, and children with 12 and under that come with a parent with a paid registration, we are going to be having a coloring contest, and we are going to be giving a prize to a child 12 and under, day of the walk.
How many miles will they be walking on this walk?
Okay, just want to give you what it is we, the Wellness Trail, one time around the Wellness Trail here at the Wellness Center is equivalent to 1/3 of a mile. So 3 trips around, of course, is equal to a mile. And the participants can do whatever they are comfortable in doing at this walk. So as many times as you want to go around the Wellness Trail on the walk, that is fine.
All right.
There's no limit or anything like that.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Brenda. It was great meeting you. So make sure you show up here at the Wellness Center in Hazleton. 9 a.m. is registration. Help walk from obesity. It's a great cause, and it's fun, and it's beautiful here. So we will see you on Saturday. And moving on tonight, did you know that every 15 seconds an older adult is seen in an emergency room for a fall-related injury? It's a scary thought, but falls are the leading cause of both fatal and non-fatal injuries for those age 65 and over. The Hazleton Health and Wellness Center is inviting older adults to take part in an educational presentation this weekend all about common fall risk factors. The Fall Prevention Awareness Fair is this Saturday, September 22nd, which also happens to be National Fall Prevention Day.
Here at the Health and Wellness Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. we will invite the community to come and join us to learn how to prevent falls. We will have refreshments available. We're going to have some prizes. We're going to have some vendors here showing medical equipment for people who may need medical equipment to prevent them from falling. We're going to have students from Misericordia University here helping us to screen patients. We're going to do a quick test to check their mobility to see if they're at risk for falls.
In addition, you'll learn about fall prevention tips and the role that exercise plays in preventing falls from happening in the first place. If you use a cane or crutches or any other kind of assistive device, bring that along with you too for your free evaluation. Again, the Fall Prevention Awareness Fair is happening this Saturday, September 22nd at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center from 10 to 2. To pre-register, call 501-6204. Coming up, got drugs? Local and state police will be collecting your unwanted, unused, and expired medications to prevent them from being misused or abused. More on the prescription drop-off is next. Plus, 2 lucky lotto players are now $500,000 richer, and one of the winning tickets sold right here in Hazleton. More on the hot ticket next. Up now on your screen, your winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck to you if you played. Your daily number, 739. Big 4, 6, 5, 3, 6. Your quinto, 4, 8, 6, 3, 2. And your treasure hunt for tonight, 13, 16, 17, 20, 28. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 21st birthday to Antonio Napolello, son of Linda of Hazleton and Pasquale of Italy. This wish comes with love from your family and friends. Also tonight, happy 12th birthday to Kristen Snyder. She's from Drifton. This wish comes with love from Grandmom Sue, Aunt Patty, Uncle Pete, and Uncle John. Tonight's Talk of the Town report, St. Michael's Hall will be hosting an ethnic food sale Saturday, October 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Some of the food options will be halupki, halushki, pierogies, and much more. For more information, please call St. Michael's Hall 570-462-2424. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Stefania Bromwell, formerly of Drums. Mass will be held Friday at 11 a.m. at the Good Shepherd Church. Friends may call Friday from 10 a.m. until the time of service. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family. Sylvia Pauline Jacobson of Allentown. No services were announced. Donna Jean Colbush Jackson of Zionsville. Calling hours will be held Friday from 11:30 to 1 p.m. at the Pearson Funeral Home in Bethlehem. A service will follow at 1 p.m. Frank J. Matz, formerly of Latimer Mines. Memorial Mass will be held Saturday at 11 a.m. at the St. Therese Byzantine Catholic Church in St. Petersburg, Florida. And Rosemary J. Pileski, formerly of Hazleton. Memorial service will be held Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Trinity United Church of Christ in Rock Glen. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle building.
For over a year, Representative Lou Barletta has been working on a bill to help the hundreds of thousands of Americans who have endured horrible loss during natural disasters. Barletta says the bill would lower the high interest rates that victims of the historic flooding in northeast Pennsylvania pay and provide relief for homeowners and business owners too. On Wednesday, the U.S. House of Representatives passed the Representative Barletta's bill. It's called the Disaster Loan Fairness Act of 2012. Through this bill, the interest rates of disaster loans issued by the U.S. Small Business Administration would be lowered and capped at a maximum of 4%. Victims who received these loans include those from northeastern and central Pennsylvania who were affected by Hurricane Irene and Tropical Storm Lee. The first live debate for the general election will take place here on News 13 SSPTV, your election station. We're excited to announce a live debate between State Representative Tara Toohill and her challenger, Ransom Young. The debate will be held Monday, October 29th, live on SSPTV at 6 p.m. The one-hour debate is being presented by the League of Women Voters and SSPTV and is being supported by funding through PPL Foundation. With around 45 days plus until Election Day, News 13 SSPTV will give you the first chance to hear from both candidates. Again, the debate will be held Monday, October 29th, here and only here on SSPTV. Well, we're one day closer to the weekend, and with the Bloomsburg Fair opening its gates on Saturday, what will Mother Nature bring our way? Starting first in Schuylkill County, tonight we're going to see mostly clear skies with a low down to 48 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 74 degrees. Tonight's creative condition is helping to bring you your Greater Hazleton forecast. This picture was sent from Michaela Racho, a student at Holy Family Academy. She calls this picture cloudy with a peak of sun. How cute. Tonight, increasing clouds with a low down to 52 degrees, and for your Friday, partly sunny skies with a high of 69 degrees. Starting in October, News 13 will welcome Hazleton Police Chief Frank DeAndrea once a week for a new segment, Chief's Corner. The chief will talk about different laws already in effect, others that may be proposed for the area, and he'll even discuss recent crimes and address concerns. We're doing this as a service to you, and that's why we want you to get involved with this segment. If there's something in particular that you would like Chief DeAndrea to talk about, provide an update about, or possibly even have a question unanswered, email us, call us, or write to us, and we will feature your question or concern right here on News 13. We need all inquiries by September 28th. You can use Kristen Bazinski's direct email, kristen@ssptv.com, or give us a call, 459-9813, or mail us your question or concern to 109 West Broad Street, Hazleton, 18201. More news and information is headed your way next year on News 13. We'll be right back. Coming up right now on News 13, more jobs may be pumped into the heart of Hazleton. A prominent business owner is asking for support from county, city, and school officials. Possible progress in the downtown is the big story tonight on News 13.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13. Thanks so much for staying with us tonight, everyone. I'm Jasmine Brooks.
200 jobs may be coming to Hazleton's downtown and 2 buildings brought back to life. Local businessman George Hayden wants to purchase 2 properties in the downtown and Wednesday got the city's support. Council unanimously backed a resolution authorizing 10 years worth of real estate earned income and business privilege tax abatements for the 2 properties. Hayden pitched his idea to City Council to renovate the former HNB building at 101 West Broad Street and the former Traders Bank property at 2 East Broad. You remember when the Hayden family took over the Markle building and saved it from the wrecking ball. Now the building has 44 different businesses and over 100 employees in the historic building. Hayden has the same dream for both the HNB building and the Traders Bank building. The businessman hopes to turn them into office space to bring more businesses to downtown Hazleton in the coming years. Hayden told council if it was not for the KOZ program, he would not have been able to redo the Markle building. Council liked what they heard from Hayden.
That's great. I mean, it is an awesome experience to see this and watch it grow along with the corridor project. I think it's a positive aspect for the city. Moving forward, we're going to probably have new buildings, new tenants. If you bring the people, then I think you'll bring the businesses and you'll liven it up. I mean, it's going to take a while, but I think there's a lot of positive aspects. We're seeing a little bit of CGV money available for cameras, so it's all positive, which is great.
George has some great ideas. He has a vision for Hazleton. I know he cares about the city. I'm sure he'll do a great job with those buildings. He's talking, $5 or $6 million into each building. That's a tremendous amount of money, and that would help revitalize downtown Hazleton. And I'm all for that. I'm all for the jobs that they would create, that they would bring here and keep here.
Hayden said along with the construction project and the tenants moving into the building, over 200 jobs could be coming to the city of Hazleton. The Hazleton Area School District, along with Luzerne County, also need to sign off on the KOZ. Hayden believes that will not be a problem. At the same meeting, the landlord tent ordinance was brought back up again by council. It's a controversial ordinance that members of the Hazleton Area Landlord Organization were not too happy about when it first was introduced earlier this year. Since then, council member Keith Bast made changes to the ordinance. The revisions include old and new ideas. Some taxpayers at the meeting said they are not too happy with the ordinance because it will put more of a burden on the good landlords. Now, council voted 3-2 with Mundy and Moat voting no.
Yeah, I think it's been retooled to be able to make it work properly, make it legitimately work with the size of our code office, and it's something that's needed badly. Again, we got to take over. We want to get rid of the bad landlords and enforce the rules we have for all the good landlords, and I think it's needed. They do know they need something. I just think it's never going to meet everybody's demands, but I think it's a working document that as we move on, we can make adjustments. But I think it's, again, a lot of revenue generator, but something that's going to clean this city up. We've got so many absentee landlords and so many dilapidated properties, and rented out, we got to get rid of those, but that's a step forward.
And, our big problem are people that don't take care of their properties, and a majority of them are the out of 10 landlords.
The ordinance will have to go through a second and third reading before it can be put in the books as a law. The next City Council meeting will be October 3rd at 5:30. Hazleton Area School District officials called a public meeting on Wednesday afternoon at their STEM magnet school in Butler Township called the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences. The meeting called in a response to recent rumors that the school will be a no-go come next year. News 13 stopping by the magnet school Wednesday afternoon to talk to district officials about the school's future plans. Officials tell us the magnet school is moving forward at full force with the remodeling to begin very shortly. As for students enrolled in the magnet school, they will be calling this building home come next year.
And I'm pleased to announce that the project is on schedule. All the timelines are spot on, and we are anxiously awaiting our opening, which will occur in August of 2013.
Another reason for the meeting was to update the community on the project, which is going smoothly. Currently, there are 114 freshmen and 60 sophomore students currently studying in the STEM curriculum in the district's existing high school. Again, students will move into the Butler Township building in August of 2013. And keeping it in school news tonight, Gary Perna was at the Holy Family Academy, and here he is right now with this week's Family Time.
Well, for this week's Family Time, I'm joined by 4 fourth graders, and we're talking about family trees and how unique they are. And each of the students here got to make a family tree because here at HFA, your family, of course, is our family. And I'm going to start over here with these lovely ladies. And first of all, what class was this brought up in?
This was brought up in religion.
And could you kind of tell me why this is so important? Why, to do family trees?
Because, like, our family is part of your family, and because, like, school is so important, and all our friends are here, and it's almost like our family.
Awesome. And the family trees, not only they have like mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, but they each have a unique picture to go with them, maybe something that they're interested in. So what are some of the pictures that show up on your family tree?
Well, my dad likes football, and my mom likes cooking, and, of course, I like the beach.
Awesome. The beach, I like that one. Alrighty. And what is some of the unique pictures that come up on your family tree?
Well, I like acting. My brother likes cell phones. My dad likes football, and my mom likes Western movies.
Western movies, cool. And do you really like this idea? Was it really fun to do?
Yeah, it was really, really fun.
Really fun? Awesome. I'm going to turn over here to the guys. And you guys were telling me about your trees earlier. So what are some of the highlights that show up on your family tree?
My mom likes shopping, my dad likes football, and my sister likes phones, and my brother likes computers.
And did you have fun putting your tree together and thinking about, your mom, your dad, and your brother, and trying to put it all together?
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Scoot all the way down here. It was for your religion class, and it shows how the whole school is one big family. So how big is your family tree?
Well, I have my dad, my mom, my grandpa, and my grandma.
And what are some of the unique things that we can find on your tree?
My dad likes football, my mom likes cooking, I like sports, and my grandpa likes cards, and my grandma likes shopping.
Shopping. I'm seeing like a trend here. Moms and shopping, dads and football. I've seen that. So this was all part of Mrs. Seddon's class, and she had the idea to bring the family trees together, and it's one way of getting not only the students involved in school and involved in the family, but bringing the families together here at Holy Family Academy, which they are all about. For this week's Family Time, I'm Gary Perna. I'll turn it back to you.
More news headed your way next here on News 13. Plus, we'll head to the north side where police were knocking on doors this morning of those who ignored the law. Freeland police were out and about all day Thursday, knocking on the doors of those who ignored the law. Police were out since 6 a.m. this morning, cuffing people who had warrants out for their arrest and taking them right to the judge. As of this afternoon, Freeland police had 15 people in custody already and had collected $2,200 in fines, and they weren't done there. Officer in charge Steve Demko explains why police picked up several people in and out of the borough.
These are more or less the non-traffic citations, your summary offenses, harassment, disorderly conduct, basically your things that are fine generated. Also some borough ordinances in regards to that, and also that's pretty much it.
Officer Demko reminds everyone that they will end up in front of a judge if they fail to pay fines or address citations. Freeland police do plan on conducting warrant sweeps each and every month. A Hazleton man is one of 14 people facing charges of conspiracy to defraud the United States and theft of government property. According to our media partner, The Standard Speaker, 44-year-old his name is Paredes. Mr. Paredes was taken into custody on Monday. Law enforcement officials allege he was holding over $24,000 in tax refund checks made out to 3 different individuals. Investigators said Paredes bought refund checks from other conspirators and cashed or deposited them at various locations. He's part of a massive stolen identity theft tax refund scheme broken up this week by a New Jersey-based task force. Now, the long-running scheme involved more than 8,000 fraudulent U.S. income tax refunds totaling millions of dollars. And to read more on this story, you can pick up a copy of Thursday's Standard Speaker. Pennsylvania State Police and local police are coming together asking you to turn over all your unwanted, expired, and unused prescription drugs during a one-day national effort called National Prescription Drug Day Take Back Day. It's not uncommon to leave old prescription drugs sitting in the medicine closet, and by turning the drugs in, they're hoping and thinking that it's going to be more likely that they won't be misused or abused. And it's no secret that prescription drug is abused by teens. It continues today, and it is on the increase. So police are asking you to help them out by turning in your old prescriptions. National Prescription Drug Take Back Day is coming up Saturday, September 29th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. To find a drop-off location, you can simply visit psp.state.pa.us. Now, in addition to state police, McAdoo Police will be having a collection as well. It's the same day, same time, but a different location. You can drop off your unused or expired medications at the McAdoo Borough Building located on North Hancock Street in the borough. An important message for McAdoo residents. The borough is alerting all motorists that there will be no parking on the entire length of South Kennedy Drive on Friday, September 1st from 4 a.m. until 7 p.m. PennDOT will be paving the driving lanes that have been previously milled. All vehicles in violation will be ticketed and towed by the McAdoo Police Department. Signs will be posted. More news is still headed your way here on News 13, including this week's Adopt Me. I'll introduce you to two more furry friends that are ready to go home to a new family. Stay with us.
SSPTV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
The Lady Cougars opened up their season with a lot of games against Division I clubs. Lady Cougars are in Division II in the Wyoming Valley Conference. They were having trouble putting goals in, getting shut out in a couple of games. Pretty tough to win when you do that. But this week, they've been playing teams in their own division, a lot of them from the northern tier of the league, and boy, oh boy, have they feasted on them. A win last night over Abington Heights makes it 2 in a row for the Lady Cougars. They shut out Abington Heights 7-0, and take a look. The golden sombrero, if you will, for Selena Garziel. That's one better than the hat trick. And boy, when she's on the field, you're always going to have a chance to score. She's a great one. Of course, you remember her sister, who just graduated last year. Arguably the best field hockey player to ever come out of Hazleton area was Kayla Garziel. Well, now Selena trying to outdo her own sister. And she's looking real tough as a sophomore. Meanwhile, let's go down to the Schuylkill League and check out the soccer scoreboard on the boys' side. Tamaqua 4-1 winners over Pine Grove. Then on the girls' side, they got the win as they doubled up on Blue Mountain. In volleyball, Hazleton area made easy work of things last night thanks to Katie Landis. 10 kills, couple of aces, straight set winners over the Coughlin Crusaders. Meanwhile, back down to the Schuylkill League, Tamaqua, same score. Easy winners over Pocono Mountain West in that non-conference matchup. So looking good for the Tamaqua Blue Raiders last night. In golf, Casey McCoy led all golfers by firing a 42 over the 9 holes. MMI gets the win over GAR. Back down to Tamaqua. This time, actually, they were in Hazleton, but it was the Blue Raiders coming away with a win 4-1 in girls tennis over the Lady Cougars. Cross country, well, it was a little bit of a showdown between Dallas and Hazleton area. Dallas has been the best team in the league the last couple of years and really the only team denying Hazleton. Well, don't know how it's going to end up, but in head-to-head, they did it again. Dallas on the boys' side, they get by Hazleton area despite Jacob Fetterman running just under 17 minutes for the 3.1 course. Hazleton also got wins over Crestwood and MMI. On the girls' side of things, Nicole Burley cracked the 20-minute mark in the 3.1, but that was only good enough for third place as Dallas put 2 runners ahead of her, and Dallas would come away with a 20-37 win over the Lady Cougars. Meanwhile, Hazelton would rally back. They dominated Crestwood, and they dominated the MMI Lady Preppers to pick up wins in those clusters. Today, we got a lot of sports going on. Hazelton area up at Blue Ridge, they're playing Crestwood on the links. Soccer, you got Lake Lehman. They're in town to take on Hazelton area. This game has been moved to Harmon Geist, and it's going to be a 6:30 start, so they're just about ready to get things underway down at Harmon Geist tonight. Meanwhile, in girls soccer, MMI Hazelton area, that one going on right now down at Raiders Field. You got North Schuylkill at Pine Grove and Kutztown at Tamaqua. On the tennis courts, Wyoming area, Hazelton area, Pittston MMI, Kutztown, Tamaqua. Volleyball full slate. There you see it. Crestwood in town, take on MMI. Pottsville at Monoy. You got Millersburg in hometown to take on the Phillies. North Schuylkill at Lourdes and Tamaqua at Pine Grove. And finally on the schedule, you got Central York. Little water polo action down at Hazelton Area High School this afternoon. Speaking of this afternoon, the Cleveland Indians, they get the win in extra innings, 4-3. The final in this one over the Minnesota Twins. Russ Kanzler did not play tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. As far as last night, Kanzler was 0 for 4 in the Indians' 6-4 loss to the Twins. And we're brought to you by Bottlenecks, where tonight it's Rack 'em Up Rib Night. They're racking up their flavor with fired grilled ribs. You get a half rack of meaty, fall off the bone, St. Louis style spare ribs, and it is smothered in that sweet barbecue sauce. They fire grill it and serve it with bottomless fries for just $9.95. And oh, don't forget, huge imported beer selection, pool, dart, shuffleboard. Good time waiting for you up at Bottlenecks.
We're back at the Hazelton Animal Shelter for this week's Adopt Me. Joining me, Chris Barkanik, and this week's dog is a beagle. She is just adorable, but she's very, very tiny. She's 3 years old, roughly, but she's very, very small, Chris.
Yes, that's true. She's not a large beagle. She's probably not going to get any bigger than this. Like you said, she's about 3 years old, so she's a full-grown adult. She'll probably stay about this small. She's very friendly, loves people. She's a little bit hand-shy, a little bit timid.
Very timid, very shy, very quiet, and just definitely needs someone to protect her.
That's true. She's also good with other dogs. She liked the two we had in there. So she's definitely not animal aggressive. She has no aggression whatsoever. Okay. And she'd probably be great in any home.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I just caught up with Carolyn Shepard. She's on her way back from Tiny Treasures Learning Center in West Hazelton. What were you doing there?
Well, what we do is we like to go over there and we like to talk about the shelter and just talk to the kids about the animals. And what I like to do is bring a little stuffed dog, and we bring it there and we teach the kids how to approach a strange dog and how to approach the owner and how to pet a dog properly. And to always ask before you pet a dog, because you don't know if the dog's friendly or not. So I just try to teach them that.
And they also get the real thing.
They also get the real thing. This is Mo. Mo went for a little trip this morning, and the kids got to touch Mo, and we just teach them how to be gentle with the kittens, and they loved it. They just loved it.
And if another school or preschool is interested in having you come by with a real animal and, of course, your fake stuffed animal, how can they do that?
That's no problem. They can just call us here at the shelter, and we can set up a time, and we can bring an animal if that's okay with them, and we'll come on by.
And why is it so important to educate children on animals and how to take care of them and approach them early on?
Well, for safety reasons. You know, there's a lot of dog bites, and what we try to do is teach kids safety. You know, never run up to a dog that they don't know. Always ask the owner first if they could pet the animal. And it's just to keep the kids safe.
And I know Mo is one of 3 brothers. There's Mo, Larry, and Curly,
yes,
right?
Yes,
and so
the 3 Stooges, and they're just adorable. They're probably about 12 weeks old. And little Mo here, he's just so special. He's so sweet. He purrs all the time, and he's just a love.
Are they ready to go home?
They are. They're all neutered, all their shots, they're ready to go.
Well, thank you so much, Carolyn. And I want to hear from you guys at home that have already came to the Hazelton Animal Shelter and gave an animal a second chance at life. If you have adopted an animal here at the Hazelton Animal Shelter, please email me. It's jasmine@ssptv.com. I would love to hear your story. We'll see you next week. We are one day closer to that weekend, and with the Bloomsburg Fair opening its gates on Saturday, what will Mother Nature bring our way? Starting first in Schuylkill County, tonight we're going to see mostly clear skies with a low down to 48 degrees, and your 4-day outlook goes like this. For your TGIF, mostly sunny skies with a high of 74 degrees. Your low on Friday, 55. Saturday, a slight chance of showers, and a chance of showers and thunderstorms are going to be heading our way. A high near 74, and at night, the showers will remain mostly cloudy with a low around 45. Into sunny, Sunday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 63 degrees and a low down to 40. And then for the work week, sunny skies with a high near 63 for your Monday, and your Monday night looks mostly clear with a low down to 41 degrees. Tonight's creative condition coming from a student at Holy Family Academy. Her name, Michaela Racho, a student at Holy Family Academy again, and she calls this picture a cloudy day with a peak of sunshine. Tonight, increasing clouds with a low down to 52 degrees for your Greater Hazelton forecast. Taking a look at that 4-day outlook. For your TGIF, partly sunny skies with a high near 69 degrees, mostly cloudy at night with a low of 56 degrees. Saturday, again, chance of showers and thunderstorms, 50% chance of that happening, and your high 71 degrees. At nighttime, it's the same story with a low down to 51. And Sunday, again, a 40% chance of showers, mostly sunny skies besides that with a high near 60. And at night, mostly cloudy with a low to 43 degrees. Monday, it looks like the sun's going to come back out with a high of 60, and Monday night, clear skies, a low down to 43 degrees. Now, before we say goodbye tonight, some exciting news from the city of Hazelton. 2 lucky local lotto players are now $500,000 richer, and one of the winning tickets sold right here in Hazelton. The hot ticket from the September 18th drawing came from the Convenient Food Mart on West Juniper Street in the city of Hazelton, the other coming from Westmoreland County. Now, each of the winning tickets correctly matched all 5 balls. They were 4, 13, 20, 40, and 41, and the winners, they will split the jackpot of $1 million. Now, the Convenient will also receive a little prize, a $500 bonus for selling the winning ticket. Lottery officials cannot confirm the identities of the winners until the prizes are claimed and the tickets are validated. Cash 5 winners have 1 year from the drawing date to claim those prizes. The lottery encourages each holder of a winning ticket to sign the back of that ticket and then call the lottery at 717-702-8146 and file a claim at lottery headquarters in Dauphin County or at any lottery's 7 offices. That's going to do it for us tonight. Good night, and we will see you Friday.